Very few people understand the stock market. Football Index gives users the opportunity to trade and make money with something they love, the beautiful game. Welcome back to another video. Now the international break is over, thank God, and Premier League action is back. Tottenham take on Watford today at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Watford haven't won a game all season. Out of the 8 games, they have drawn 3 and they have lost 5. Tottenham have won 3, we have lost 3 and we have drawn 2. I fully expect a good reaction from Spurs today, particularly after our last 2 competitive games. A 7-2 home defeat against Bayern Munich and then a 3-0 defeat away at Brighton in the Premier League. Today, my score prediction, I'm going to go for Tottenham 4, Watford 0. Come on, you Spurs. So I'm now with Spurs fan Lee. Lee, how are you feeling about today?
Optimistic.
We're going to win.
Yeah, I've got a feeling that we're going to turn the corner now. That's it. We're going to turn the corner.
Well, I think that I'm going to go for a 4-0 win. How about you?
Well, I was thinking more 3, but I'll take 4. I'll take 4.
Well, I'll take a 1-0 win. I'll take anything at the moment.
I'd take anything. Yeah, I'd take anything. Yeah, but I do think that we have a really good chance to start our campaign now. I think, again, going on to Liverpool, that's going to be tough, but I think we always give them a good game. Yeah. So as long as Toby don't put it in the back of his own net again, then we'll be all right, won't we?
Well, the thought of actually winning the game today, winning on Tuesday against Red Star Belgrade, it will give the players confidence when it's going into the Liverpool game next week.
Absolutely. And I think it is all about confidence. I honestly don't think that Pochettino's lost the dressing room. I don't think anyone's playing particularly badly on purpose or any of that nonsense. I just think it's a confidence thing. I think when you get off to a bad start, you start going through it, and then everything goes against you, and then that drains your confidence. So when Pochettino's saying things like, I believe in my players, I'm not looking to get rid of anybody and all the rest of it, that's trying to instill belief in those players that they are part of it and they can do it and that they are good enough. And a lot of that's all in here, it's all in the mind. Yeah.
You still backing Poch though to take us forward?
Absolutely. And all these people talk about Mourinho, you could just do one as far as I'm concerned. I'm not interested in that at all. I think Pochettino is one of the best managers around. He just needs the funding, he needs the support of the fans as well as the club, and he'll take us forward. I honestly believe that.
Couldn't agree more, Lee. Come on, you Spurs.
Our goal since 24 minutes.
So I'm now with Spurs fan Jace. Jace, you feeling confident today?
I am very confident, Chris.
Yeah?
We turn right here, Chris.
What do you reckon the score will be?
2-1 Tottenham.
What's been going on at Tottenham lately? What's your opinion?
Well, it's been a bit of a disaster, I think. The whole Bayern thing was a complete disaster. I think it started with Newcastle, to be fair. No. And then the rot sort of set in. And then we went on to Brighton, and that was a complete disaster. And all we can do now, after the international break, is just smash Watford to bring back some sort of credibility to the club at the moment.
And I think that will happen.
I do. Well, smashing them isn't 2-1, but
no, 4-0.
I think we're outplayed them.
What are you going with?
What, with scores?
Yeah.
Scorers, Son. Well, I don't think Son will play actually. Maybe he will. Kane with a brace.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And where will Tottenham finish in the Premier League?
Oh, that's a hard one at the moment. I mean, we're having a bit of a wobble, aren't we? But I still believe that we will finish in the top 4.
We're only 5 points away from Manchester City in second place.
Yeah, but we're also just a few points from
don't mention that. Let's not mention that.
No, but no. Look, couple of wins and we're on our way, aren't we? Let's face it. All it needs is a little bit of confidence back in the squad, and then we can crack on.
Right, where are we actually walking to now?
We're going to the Redemption Brewery, which is the first time. We're following the man in the orange coat, which is Tony Bayless.
Right,
Tony, where are we off to?
We're off to the brewery, and I got lost the last time, but ended up filling Dix with a bendy lane. All we got to do is left, right, left. right, left, right.
What about the football today, Tony?
Oh, not happy about that.
No?
No.
What are you here for?
The beer. I hate it. I like rugby. I missed it earlier.
You're only here for the beer?
Yes.
Are we going to win today?
Sorry, are you Dan Walker?
Are we going to win today?
Yes, we're going to win 4-0.
That's what I'm going with.
We're going to be confident, and we're going to win it, and we're going to be happy.
Brilliant.
I've got my New York Spurs
Love it.
t-shirt on.
Love
so
it.
We're confident.
Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you.
So I'm now with Spurs fan Ian. Ian, how are you feeling?
Absolutely knackered. You're making me walk too hard, mate. But that's a start.
Now we're walking to the stadium. The teams have just been announced. What do you think of them?
I'm actually really impressed with that stadium, with that team. Yeah, I'll
Yeah?
take that, no trouble at all. I'm glad Ericsson's not in it, but you will take that personally, I'm sure.
I
Go
will.
on.
Now, what do you think of the team?
No, I think it's really good. I was wondering whether they were actually going to play fourth in centre midfield, playing not centre midfield, but playing Vertonghen's role.
Right.
But no, I'll take that. I think it's a really good team, and I'm actually quite happy to see Aurier playing again.
Really?
Could he walk a bit slower so I don't think she worked for her? Yeah, right, okay, we're there now. Right. No, I think it's a really good team. I think we can actually do a 3 or 4-0 today.
I'm going with 4-0.
I'll take that. I think Poch will start galvanising now.
Now, what do you think the difference is? Because I expected us to, have a reaction against Brighton, particularly after the Bayern Munich defeat. Will we get a reaction today?
Yeah, do you know, I was really impressed seeing that the players actually having a team bonding meeting.
Yeah.
To get them together, whereby they've realised they're actually in the shit a little bit. So I'm actually quite impressed by that.
Right.
It's early days, and there's been some really shocking. Andy's back, right? There's some really impressive results.
Yeah.
But what do I think? No, I think it'll be alright today.
So you think 3 or 4-0?
3 or 4-0, yeah.
Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.
In Tottenham.
So I'm with Spurs fan Bob. Bob, how are you feeling?
Good, yeah. Excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think today, hopefully we'll put things right.
Score?
3-1 Tottenham.
3-1 Tottenham. You're confident then?
No, I'm never confident, but I think we've got enough quality in the team. God, if we can't do something today, I would be seriously worried. So
I agree. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs. Come on, let's get behind them today. Let's have a bit of noise in the stand. Let's go for it.
Welcome to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, the world famous home of the Spurs. This afternoon we welcome the players, officials and supporters of Watford Football Club. And please welcome both teams onto the pitch, as well as today's mascots presented to you at Kurota. Nathaniel Shalaba, number 15, Craig Cathcart, number 16, Abdoulaye Doucouré, number 25, Jose Holimas, number 27, Christian Kabasele, and number 37, Roberto Pereira. And the Spurs line up this afternoon. In goal, number 22, Paulo Gazzaniga, number 3, Danny Rose, number 4, Toby Alderweireld. Number 5, Ian Vertonghen. Number 6, Davinson Sanchez. Number 8, Harry Winks. Number 10, Harry Kane. Number 17, Musa Sissoko. Number 20, Dele. Number 24, Serge Aurier. And number 27, Lucas Moura.
after just 6 minutes. It is unbelievable.
Tom Clever.
It doesn't exactly look like this goal is going to stand.
Come on!
Equaliser the Spurs scored in the 86th minute from number 20, Delhi.
Even though it says no decision. It finally said goal on the VAR decision, so that's 1-1. Come on! So that's it, finished. Tottenham 1, Watford 1. Tottenham have now played 9, won 3, drawn 3 and lost 3. So Tottenham have just drawn at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium 1-1 against Watford. Now that means after 9 Premier League games we have won 3, drawn 3 and lost 3. A mediocre season so far, and to draw against the bottom of the league who haven't won a game all season. And if I'm completely honest, as a Tottenham fan, we were very lucky to draw that game. Very few chances for us. I'm worried. I'm really, really worried. The fact that we have only won 3 out of our first 9 Premier League games, it is extremely worrying. This is a team that went to the Champions League final on the 1st of June, only a couple of months ago, and we've only won 3 out of the first 9 Premier League games. And this is the bottom of the table team, a Watford team who basically are missing a lot of their key players today, including Troy Deeney. We have got Red Star Belgrade next on Tuesday night, and we have got Liverpool in the Premier League next Saturday. And I must say that I'm extremely worried about these games at the moment, because these are quality opposition. Any opposition in the Champions League is a quality opposition, and Liverpool, they've won 8 out of 8 so far in the Premier League. Just not enough created today. We have got more than enough quality throughout our Tottenham team to beat a Premier League team, let alone the bottom of the Premier League table at the moment at Watford. So I'm not happy. I'm really not happy. Whether it was a 1-0 Watford win or a 1-1 today, I don't see that there's a lot in it. I'm not happy. Really not happy. Let me know your comments in the comment section below. Whether you watched the game, whether you watched the game on TV, let me know your comments in the comment section below. Come on, you Spurs. I'll see you Tuesday night. So I'm with Spurs fan Lee, and we have just drawn 1-1 at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium against Watford. Lee, how are you feeling?
Resigned to it, I guess. I don't know. I don't feel gutted, because you could kind of see it happening. Even though everything, like before the game, was all really positive, weren't we? But were we really putting a front on? I think I was.
I spoke to you before the game. You said 3-0. I said 4-0. Most people I spoke to were saying 3-4-0. They expected a reaction from the players.
Yeah.
What happened today?
We didn't get one.
Why?
I don't know.
What's
honestly,
going on? When will we get this reaction?
I don't know. I just think if you're the manager, right? If you manage any sort of person, regardless of what it is, right? If they're not doing what they're supposed to do, and they're not giving you what you want from them, then you move on. And I just think maybe his loyalty, Poch's loyalty, is too much. He's being too loyal to people that are not showing that loyalty back. And that's just how I feel. I just think.
Who are you thinking?
Well, Danny Rose, I felt he's not the same player that he was. He's not taking anybody on. It's almost like he's playing for a foul. For me, it's like he's going along and he's waiting for someone to tackle him so he can buy a foul. And then he got caught out a couple of times today where it made him look stupid because he didn't get what he was expecting. But he's not going past anybody. He's not putting any crosses in. He's not showing any dynamism in at all for me. Aurier, I think, is just, I don't know where his head's at, because there was a couple of times even in that game that I thought, actually that's a stupid tackle from behind, diving in, stuff like that, out of position. So for me, them two, I think, just don't seem to be in it. Jan and Toby seem off the pace. They don't seem to be able to react quick enough, and their positioning seems to be out a lot more than you'd ever expect from them too, because we expect them to have such high standards.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know. You know, it just doesn't seem to be working. I don't think he knows his best 11 at this moment in time, and he's tinkering, and it's just not coming off, and everything's going against us.
But Lee, 9 Premier League games. We've won 3, we've drawn 3, we've lost 3. It's mediocre, isn't it?
Yeah.
For what we're used to.
The trouble is, every time you get some kind of level of success, and it depends on your definition of success, we've had this conversation, right? But whenever you get a certain level of success, expectations go through the roof. So Tottenham fans, like most fans, think that their team should just turn up, beat them, no problem whatsoever. But these teams are in the Premier League for a reason. That they got there by their own merit. And they're not going to make it easy for you. They're not going to say to you, nah, it's Tottenham, we might as well let them win, are they? They're going to play out their skins. And for me, today, I felt Watford played all right. They didn't just park the bus. They pressed, they pushed. And had
they got the early goal, which really matters.
If they'd had a better strike force or better players up front, they could have had 3 easy today, I felt that they were a better team, and I think a draw flatters us.
What do you mean a punt? What are you on about?
Are you worried for the rest of this month? Because we've got Liverpool away in the next Premier League game. We've got, of course, Red Star Belgrade on Tuesday in the Champions League. Now, there's no easy games in the Champions League, so. But the Premier League game against Liverpool really does worry me. How do you feel?
Well, Dave over there just said he's worried that we're going to get done by 6 or 7. That's how he's feeling at the moment. And to be honest with you, it's quite hard to find any positives to take, is it, at the moment?
That was my next question. Tell me some positives, Lee, about Tottenham at the moment.
Think of a positive, Lee. Lamella's been quite consistent, which is unusual for him, because normally he kind of goes off the pace. But, you know, at the moment, I think he's playing quite well. So maybe that's a bit of a positive. And Dembele, I thought, changed the game when he came on. I thought he played well. Sonny, I thought, did all right. But that's not positive. That's what you're expecting from those guys, the quality of those guys. So it is hard to think of anything really, really positive.
Answer this, yes or no. Will Pochettino still be our manager at the end of the season?
No.
You don't think you will?
I want him to be. I believe in Poch. I think he's a really good manager, and I think if anyone can turn it around, he can. But I think he needs to be able to get the players in that he wants at the timing that he wants, using the philosophy that he wants. Right? Is he going to get that? And is he going to get that in time to turn it around enough to keep the expectations of the club? That's my worry. I don't think Pochettino will want to walk away. I don't think they really want to sack him. But I do think that sometimes when everything's going against you, things will come to a natural end. And I think it'll get to a point where it's just untenable, and now they just have to do something. And that really pains me to say that, because I've always had Pochettino's back. I've always been positive about him. And
Are you losing faith yourself?
No, I'm not losing faith, because I've been here before. I've supported Tottenham for 40 years.
Yeah.
So I've been here before, and I've been through some really shit times, and I've been through some good times, right? And like I said to you earlier, when you look at Pochettino, he's been around for 5.5 going on 6 years. He's our longest serving manager since Keith Birkinshaw. We've had 17 different managers who have won sweet Fanny Adams over those years, right? So he's brought a level of success to the club which we haven't seen since the 80s.
Yeah.
But it depends on your definition of success. Is success being in the top 4? For the club, yeah, it is. For the fans, no, it isn't. That's why the other mob wanted Wenger out all the time.
No trophy, no, but constant Champions League football, yes. You happy with that?
Personally, no. I want to see trophies. For me, top 4 don't mean anything. You know, yeah, being in a competition, unless you're going into that competition with an expectation of you're going to compete and you're going to win.
Yeah.
What's the point of being in it? You might as well be in the Europa League and have a chance of winning it, and be in the Champions League and never win it. What's the point? How many years Arsenal were in it? 20 years. They never won it. Is that success? It is for the club, but it ain't for the fans, is it? But it's all about opinions, right? That's just my opinion. So.
Lee, how do you see the next 2 results going? Red Star Belgrade Tuesday night, and then Liverpool next Sunday. How do you see those going?
I think Liverpool. I hate to say it, because I hate Liverpool, but I think they're going to beat us, because I think they're on that where we're having everything going against us. They're having everything going for them. So I think it's almost a write-off game. Belgrade. I mean, we've got to get a result there. I think we can. I think we should.
Particularly after Olympiacos 2-2, Bayern Munich a 7-2 home defeat. That is a must-win, really, isn't it? Champions League group.
Got to be. But we've got to get back to some kind of winning ways somewhere along the line. And if it's not going to be against Liverpool, then it's got to be against Belgrade. Otherwise, the doom and gloom merchants all over social media will be hanging themselves at this rate, and I'll be joining them. That's the point.
But with results like this, 1-1 at home to Watford, bottom of the table, are you still confident for a top 4 finish? Because every Spurs fan I talk to seems to be very confident for a top 4 finish. But when we can't beat Watford, who haven't won all season, and we draw 1-1, and I mean scraped a 1-1. It's a worrying result, isn't it? Again.
It really is a worrying result. I think the last 10 minutes of the game kind of flatters us in that result. I thought, like I said, I think Watford were the better team, and I thought they probably deserved more than they got in the end. But sometimes then results go your way, and we managed to get a draw. I am confident for top 4, and the only reason I'm confident for top 4 is because I think every other team, bar the top 2, have this kind of form in them. You know, whether it be Chelsea, whether it be Arsenal, whether it be Man United, whoever the top teams are supposed to be. I think all of them have got the situation in them where they can go through this really poor run. So I think if our poor runs at the start of the season and their poor runs start a bit later, then so be it. You know, and hopefully our improvement comes at a time when they're in the doldrums. So I think it's all to play for. So I'm confident we'll be there or thereabouts. Yeah.
But the players out of contract, Christian Eriksen, Jan Vertonghen, Toby Alderweireld, would you rather them leave in January, or would you like to see them leave at the end of the season if they were to leave?
Personally, if they're not gonna play, well enough, if they're not going to play to the standard that we want, then they might as well go. You might as well get Pochettino to bring in the players that he believes are going to be the future of the club.
Yeah.
Okay. So if the players that he believes are the future of the club are players like Juan Foyth and Sanchez and stuff like that, I'd much rather see them playing consistently and building up some kind of relationship whereby they're gonna hit some kind of form and get some understanding and stuff. I'd rather that than have players just playing because they want to be on show for a move to another club.
Yeah.
That's just my view.
Lee, give me a prediction for Tuesday. Red Star, home. Are we going to win?
2-1.
2-1.
To us, yeah.
I love your confidence.
Well, you just have to be there. We're Spurs, come on. We're
Come on,
Spurs.
you Spurs.
Come you Spurs.
Very few people understand the stock market. Football Index gives users the opportunity to trade and make money with something they love, the beautiful game.